Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Stanford's offense will have the football first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he's making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Now they'll run it to the right here. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will go to work for the first time today. He's been a story all season long, just continues to impress. The question remains, of all the catches he's made, can he reel in the Heisman Trophy, Jesse?
Well, the games are only going to get bigger because of his success in the first half of the year. His team is winning a lot of games. It's about championships, but this guy has an opportunity to win the Heisman Trophy. He's a big part of his team's success.
No doubt, and the whole field's slanted towards stopping him. But he's been that good through the first part of the season. Can it continue? Against better competition and championship moments, that will decide whether he wins the Heisman.
They're working that left side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Madden. Here comes the heat. Plucks it out of the air. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on... cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Back to pass. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Stanford! A great catch and run for 6.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something to do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
Back to throw, it's Madden. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. On target over the middle. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Looking to throw for it. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest day.
That's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Dumps it off in the flats. Wide open spaces. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to the back. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Off the play fake. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
Stanford will boot it away to start this 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Dropping back, it's Madden. They'll run the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He's got it near midfield. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do difficult to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Throws to the back. He's got it. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
On fourth down, going to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll test the right side. He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. The play action fake. Rolling right and going deep. Makes the grab deep. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Right back to the well. got enough for the first. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! And the pummeling has started. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Looking for a man. It's Madden. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Gives it on the option. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down coming up. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Give to the running back. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record...